honey before this pod. That voice will. I think that's it. I think we live. All right.
Yeah.
Welcome to Smoke and Mirrors Podcast, your destination for the latest in movie news and reviews. We are your hosts, Rob, Dave, and Triz. This week we reveal the full cast for Twisters, talk Nick Cage vs. Surfers movie, and update you on the latest rumblings and rumors in Hollywood. Now, start the show. How you guys going there?
Good,
Good?
Yeah.
Living life?
Yeah, it was
cold.
good, man.
Oh, social battery is so drained. Fucking hell.
I just want to get down to like antisocial times.
Yeah. Like, I was woke up at 3 a.m. yesterday just to reclaim some of my time.
Reclaiming my time.
Yeah.
Reclaiming my time.
It's
That's right.
just late. Next week.
You can come over. John Wick's coming up on digital.
Just blow the beams of the house away.
Fuck oath. It's always the plan.
All right, kicking it off with the casting there. So Twisters has casted 8 actors. So we've got, according to Deadline, so we've got Maura Tierney, who I haven't seen since News Radio, Sasha Lane, Kiernan Shipka, Harry Haddon Payton, Nick Dodani, Tunde Adebimpe, Katie O'Brien, and David Corenswet, who's like frontrunner apparently for Superman Legacy.
Really?
Yeah.
What does this chorus?
He looks like one of those dweeby guys. Not dweeby.
Like a bitch.
He looks like the O that you would cast as the racist in a college movie.
Right.
Yeah.
Right.
He does look like that guy. Or like the wife beater, if you wanted to go like Keanu Reeves, The Gift.
Yeah.
Yeah, just throw a beard on that O. And then he's like, and a shitty trucker's hat.
I just got a picture of him. I'll share it.
He's got cheekbones on him.
Yeah.
Some of those did like artist interpretation, and it looked all right.
Yeah.
Didn't
that's
look too
him.
bad. But he looks like
Henry Cavill?
Yeah. He looks like Henry Cavill fucked Sebastian Stan. And that was like the eye separation or whatnot. But if you look like from the nose down, he even kind of looks like the O from Smallville.
Yeah, Tom Welling. He's got
Tom
the
Welling.
Welling in him. Yeah.
He does too.
He's got the Welling in him.
Yeah.
The beef rolled Wellington.
He does actually Superman in this interpretation I'm looking at. Wow.
Yeah. Is it like a hand-drawn type thing?
Yeah.
Someone did something like that on Twitter, and I was like, you know what, Corenswet? I'll sweat you.
His jaw is really square. I don't know if they mess with his jaw a little bit.
Maybe. But if Dato's using the mouthicizer, maybe he gets it there. You know what I mean? Pause on the old mouthicizer.
Big pause, actually.
My nickname's the mouthicizer. All right. So for some Deadpool 3 casting, we've got Brianna Hildebrand and Shioli Kutsuna returning back to those roles of Negasonic Teenage Warhead and Kimiko?
Yeah.
Let's just say it is.
Kimiko?
Yimiko. Yeah.
Is it Yimiko? Okay.
That's wonderful. Someone will correct us in the old comments there or when they're listening to the pod.
I'll find it.
Gladiator 2 has added 6 people. Casting's really fucking rolling on this one now. You can tell Ridley is just like, can we just fucking go? So the cast will now include May Kalamawi from Moon Knight. We got Leor Raz, who's from Fauda. Derek Jacobi from Good Omens. Peter Mensa from Avatar and 300. And Matt Lucas from Wonka. And so apparently Barry Keoghan has just like said, I've backed out due to scheduling conflicts, which is either he's booked and busy, which he may be after the Oscar nom, right?
Yeah.
Or he's not happy with the script and kind of where it's going. But apparently, Fred Heckinger from White Lotus is looking to step into that role of Emperor Gator.
Okay.
Yeah. Which
Yeah.
I'm all right with. And last piece of casting news there, Tati Gabrielle is going to be Jade in Mortal Kombat 2 for Simon McCoy. So if you're wondering who Tati Gabrielle is, she was the villain in Uncharted the movie. The
Yeah.
chick with the
She's
bad
Aussie.
bitch. I always thought she was supposed to be South African in the movie. I don't fucking know. Way.
I thought she was. All right, so let's move on to the on the radar there. So Rennie Harlan is going to dive in to some deep water with a few more. That you see what I did there, my friends? All right. So this is a new movie called Deep Water. It's about this of international passengers. They're on this plane. They're on a route from LA to Shanghai. That's a wild flight. That'd be like so. Pull your fucking ass out. Yeah, they're forced to make like this emergency landing in shark-infested water. Work together and overcome their differences. I don't know what differences they'd have. They'd all be in the same boat, literally. Yeah, and just sort of hope to escape the sinking plane and the sharks that are sort of drawn to them because of the wreckage, which is crazy because it's I don't know. It's kind
Maybe Samo was
weird
cut in
thing.
half during the flight, during the crash, and it's just blood in the water.
of the what's his face in general, the plane crash in general wouldn't have that'd scare like all the fish out of that area. You know what I mean?
unless
It's
like,
they're
you know,
waiting that long.
the crash kind of happens and everything, then they set up like their boats and whatnot, and then the sharks come once it's all settled.
In Quint's story, it was an hour before they saw the first.
That's what I'm getting from this story.
Mm.
I'm not getting anything else but that monologue.
Mm.
And then the whole
See.
put their differences aside just reminds me of Daylight when they got to work with the cons in the prison transport.
Oh God! As soon as that crashed, they stopped being cons. I'm sorry, but it's true.
No,
You
100%.
started to like a human being.
Welcome back to society, Sage Stallone.
All right. So next news is so Nick Cage is making a movie. I can't remember what it was called.
The
I think
Surfer.
the Surfer, and it's basically Nick Cage versus Aussie surfers. All right. So I think Nick is he's either going to fly out already to Australia to shoot the film. So he is going to play this guy who returns to like he comes home.
So weird.
Well, he's been living in the US. That's how he can talk with the US accent. He's been living in the US, you know, most of his life. And then he goes back to his sort of family beach and whatnot, the secluded. He's humiliated in front of his teenage son by like this group of surfers who claim that whole supposed to be his secluded beach, you know, from his childhood. And then in Nick Cage fashion, he just goes crazy, starts getting revenge on these surfers, and slowly sort of like, you know, escalates eyes, and you know, it's Nick Cage at the edge of his sanity. Cage.
I'm here for it.
Well, yeah. It's a Cage renaissance. I think Cage is a surfer anyway. So
Yeah.
that kind of works out.
I can't wait for Cage to get off a mate or something like that.
Yeah.
You know, Cage drops mate.
Yeah. All right. So the next thing is this movie called Mace. All right. It's going to star Shia LaBeouf and Trevor Jackson. Who is Trevor Jackson?
I don't know. I've probably seen him before.
Yeah, probably
When
seen
I
it before.
when I seen the synopsis and it said Jackson, I was like Samuel L.
Yeah,
But no,
but it wasn't.
no,
It
it
was
was not.
T. All right, so mate,
TJ.
Jesus. Tell this story about two very different types of cops, right? So there's one that's a veteran cop, Mace, who's LaBeouf, who's dangerous and corrupt, and Virgil Woods, who's Jackson, who's a young rookie who believes that he can change the system that Mace is sort of from.
Hmm.
Yeah, yeah.
Like,
It sounds pretty
I don't
cool.
know.
I
It
don't know.
does. Like it with Mace's shit, it sounds bad.
Mm.
Like inciting a fucking gang war to just cover your tracks is wild.
Yeah, but like we kind of, I just want we own the city now. That's
yeah,
after we saw that, like that caliber of cop needs to sort of like just cop
yeah,
drama
100%.
has to go up then.
How much you want to bet Virgil Woods either becomes dirty at the end of this or hands in his fucking badge? Like he's a changed man at the end of this one.
Yeah, I reckon he hands in the back. Because even those cops in what's his face, the real life cops we own the city, like they went to jail and lost their badge, but stopped doing what they're doing. Smart.
Mm.
Yeah.
Yeah. Anyway, so my news is about the old SAG AFTRA. So recently they went through and they actually went through 160,000 members as part of the actors union, and voted on whether or not they would strike. Right. Um, so the voting doesn't actually trigger a strike. It's just sort of, it's almost like a feeler to see where people are sitting and where they might go and whatnot. See them going for the strike. I think streaming has sort of fucked them over extremely bad, considering like we talk about residuals and all that sort of stuff with Nash Bridges a lot, yeah, because that's the
Yeah.
first one I've heard about this. Their residuals for streaming is a one-off payment, like boom, take it, done, gone. We're not going to sell
Yeah.
it on to someone else. Like it's not going to go there. That's their product to sort of sell on. It's wild.
Mm.
Yeah.
But yeah, there was a little quote from the president of SAG-AFTRA, Fran Drescher, which is wild.
Yeah. I know.
It's the
It's
name.
crazy, yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. All right. So she says, for the first time in a very long time, our member leadership stands in solidarity committee and the national board levels on moving forward with a strike authorization. We must get all our ducks in a row should the need present itself. The prospect of a strike is not our first option, but a last resort. As my dad always says, need than to need and not have. Very good, Mrs. Drescher. Yeah, this is gonna
Yeah,
happen.
man.
We know this is
Does
gonna happen.
100%. Yeah.
The DGA is also threatening a strike
I think it's within a month. I think within a
after the
month of
WGA.
SAG. Yeah. Oh, yeah. So it's in July then, because I think it's June 3rd. Yeah, June 30th is in July.
Yeah. Yeah.
It's gonna be nothing, man. Absolutely nothing that comes out.
Yeah.
I have to transition this podcast to a sports podcast.
They're once a month. And this person is thinking about maybe doing something in
Yeah.
2025.
And he didn't cross that picket line. He stood fast.
So, moving into our news and developments, I was about to say newbie developments. Jesus. So, longtime Zelda producer Yeiji Aonuma and game director Hidemaru Fujibayashi say it's up to the fans if we want a Zelda movie. there's a few pieces from them. So Aonuma said, I have to say I'm definitely interested, but it's just not me being interested that makes things happen. And then Fujibayashi continues to say, like, maybe the voice of the fans is what's important here. Me personally, I don't want a Zelda movie. I want a Zelda TV series so you can flesh it out. But I don't want anything too long. I just want it to be like, 6 to 8 episodes. But the IP is perfect for like, that TV series fashion.
Yeah.
And the way it's set up is that it's split into separate timelines, so you can do separate series as well. And you can have your own standalone stories, which is fucking cool as well.
So would you want live action or cartoon?
Honestly, if I could have it my way, I'd have it more like a Scanner Darkly, so it would be a mix of live action with that cell shading with it.
Cake and eat it too approach, huh? You greedy bastard.
But I think it also
it's funny because Tears of the Kingdom and Breath of the Wild kind of look now.
yeah.
Right? Yeah. That'd be good actually.
It's the perfect look, but I think you got to take into like the tone of each story that's told. So you have some of them which are very like bright, colorful. Wind Waker, for example, whereas Twilight Princess is a lot darker in tone. So maybe you could have that as a live action.
Yeah. The only thing I'd ever be worried about in a Zelda game, right, is we've never heard Link talk. Ever.
Yeah.
Never has a line, nothing. So if they like just ruin his dialogue, it ruins for me. It ruins Link.
True.
So you should
Yeah.
then.
I would love it if he was just like, even if they just said he was mute.
Yeah.
He's a man of action.
The horrors that he's seen has left him mute. just quickly. Just quickly, one of the longtime viewers on Twitch, Dardmore, or Matt, his name is, just said, "Fellas, how are you all today?" We're doing well, Matt. We're doing well.
Yeah.
Doing great there, Darwell.
Yeah.
All good, all good.
Sunday.
But no, like I'm down for a Zelda TV series. I think a movie would just ruin it, because even if you did 2.5 hours, you wouldn't flesh out everything that makes it a Zelda movie.
Yeah.
You need more.
It's true, actually. Like I was watching them do like the whole game run in like an hour and 20 minutes or something. Not like doesn't feel right.
Yeah. It's trippy as shit.
It also depends if they do an adaptation of, like, let's say, what's the time one?
Ocarina of Time?
Ocarina of Time. If they do that, it's almost like Back to the Future 2.
Yeah.
They kind of go like future then past, future then past.
So when it's funny that you say that, I was thinking maybe they could do 3 episodes as Kid Link, 3 episodes as Adult Link, and that could work as well, because he's still. Sorry.
How many temples are there?
So 3 as a kid, 7 as an adult, and then
7?
Ganon at the end. Yeah, because you had to get all the medals, the medallions, and there was 7 of them.
Yes. Well, there has to be 8 episodes then, friendos.
True.
No, 3,
Yeah.
7, 10, 11 episodes.
11 episodes.
Make it 12, because you got to
danger zone.
Because you got to have the Ganon episode as well, when he goes to actually fight him in Hyrule Tower as well, Castle.
But these can be. They don't have to all be an hour. You just do half an hour.
Yeah. I don't know. I just wanted it to be good. I didn't think much of the Super Mario Brothers movie when it was coming out, but then when I watched it and I was like, yeah, this is like deeply rooted within that. They do it right. I don't care what they do.
Yeah.
To be honest.
They there's a couple routes they can take. They can either choose a really abstract Zelda to do. Like if they did something like Oracle of Ages or Seasons, it would still be fire as well, because it's still great stories. Or even if they went to the beginning and just did like Skyward Sword, or they did Link's Awakening or something like that, it would be cool too. Because the way that, like, chronologically. Sorry, Doug, you go.
Go on. No, go on.
I I was going to say chronologically, Skyward Sword came out later, but it's the first game in the whole series.
Hmm.
Okay.
What is the
I did
one
not
with
know
the
that.
werewolf?
Twilight Princess.
Yes.
That one's fucking mad, man. I love that one.
Yeah,
You know, a lot of
it is
people
really
hated that
good.
game.
I like that game.
Yeah. Like, a lot of people hated the tone that they took with that one. It's like, this kind of, it's my shit, this one.
B was saying that if Link had a dog and you could game, that'd be the best thing in the world. That game.
Hell yeah.
This guy.
Wait until he meets Epona.
Yeah, that's true.
That's why I like Ocarina of Time. Like the progression of it. Like, okay, we're gonna set up things as a child that are gonna pay off as an adult.
In the future.
Yeah, and I
Yeah.
like the whole like attaining the Master Sword and learning the songs and all. Like that shit feels powerful.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I mean, I don't know. It's
Well,
like in a game, it's different to actually watching it. Like watching it, like learning a song and shit like that.
yeah. What do you call it? Well, thinking about it, the best tone that they could take with Ocarina is if they got James Gunn to do it, because Guardians might be the best like tonally fitting movie compared to this, because it's funny, but it's also like deeply emotional too.
Mm,
Mm.
yeah. True.
I was
Maybe
gonna talk
David
about this shit
Lowery
for
throws
hours.
his hat. Maybe David Lowery throws his hat in the ring there.
Yeah,
Green Knight, Peter Pan in the middle is Zelda.
true.
That like just the aesthetic wise, maybe that's his little niche.
I reckon Larry's going to direct the next Bond. To be honest,
Oof.
Oh shit!
I reckon that's on the cards.
I'm in.
Visually, it'd be great.
Yeah,
Yeah,
Mm.
it'd add a different look to Bond,
Mm.
especially if they take that story to like those comical sort of big set pieces.
Yeah. I reckon they will actually. I think the whole Bond being like Jason Bourne is.
yeah.
I think they're going gadgets. I think they're going camp. I think that's like not like camp like we expect camp, but like just over the top, and
Lighter.
that's what they're doing.
Mm.
Yeah.
Yeah, I wouldn't be surprised.
Do you reckon it's more like the Gentleman Spy, more than anything?
Mm. Like it's going to be like Kingsman. What do you think about it?
Yeah,
Ooh.
If it's
I
like
like that.
Kingsman without the violence, like we're set. Like we good. Let's go.
Yeah.
true. That'd be sick.
Bond to direct Bond, and
Ooh.
his English is well. Get it done. Get it done, bro.
Matthew.
You know, so we also have so Mike Mignola posted on Instagram, and he basically said that Hellboy the Crooked Man's wrapped filming.
Wow.
Yeah, he
It's the
continued
quickest fucking thing I've ever seen.
big
Yeah.
time.
They shot it in a week or something.
You got 3 hours.
Right, it's right. We have 3 hours.
But what do you call it? He continued to like really praise Brian Taylor for this movie, for the direction that he took with the movie as well. I'm excited, but at the same time, because of like Neville Dean and Taylor attached to Spirit of Vengeance, Ghost Rider, I'm a little bit wary with it all.
Yeah, I didn't like the story for it, but the visuals for Spirit of Vengeance was fucking mad.
Yeah, that's true.
We don't know if the studio messed with that film as well. So
Yeah,
like, I mean,
That's
Crank
also
is
true.
such a great film.
yeah.
Those Crank movies are such great films, and
Fuck
like
no, Gamer was fucking sick.
Gamer,
I was gonna say, Gamer has one of the best intros for a movie I've ever seen.
yeah, it's fine.
You know, Gamer is where I steal my whole Fortnite pitch. Because that's essentially it's Fortnite.
100%. Yeah.
Fucking oath. If Fortnite was like Gamer, you know I'll be watching that.
Like I've got a pitch for Fortnite, something fucking fierce. But then Free Guy came out and kind of just stole the whole thing, and I was just like, you know what, fuck that pitch. I got 10 more when I came from baby.
I got 7 more. Yes, number 5 of those West You know, Fast X made $28 million yesterday.
Fuck.
On track for $320 million weekend. Fuck. Domestically and internationally. Top 3 best openings for a Fast movie.
Some more.
Yeah. I saw that Twitter post where it was just the bloody in what Fast movie did you stop believing in the Fast series? I was dying, man. It was always the when Diesel came to save the Avengers from Thanos.
Hilarious.
All right.
Ghost Rider Spirit of Vengeance made $150 million.
Fucking oofed. What was the budget for that movie? It wasn't a lot, was it?
Smaller than the other budget. Smaller than.
Like they were shooting in like fucking Budapest and shit like that for that one. That was a European shoot.
Yeah.
Yeah. You just
That's
get
crazy.
like double your money for your money.
Yeah.
Jesus.
That's insane. But look, so Lionsgate has officially acquired Dave Bautista's The Killer's Game. So what do you call it? This is based on the Jay Bonang Singer's novel. So it's basically about Joe Flood, who Bautista's playing. I'm really
Joe
messing
Flood.
I'm really fucking up my words here today. But essentially he gets diagnosed with a life-threatening disease. And he just puts out a contract on himself. Later on, after he's posted the contract, finds out it was a misdiagnosis. So now he's got to survive all these motherfuckers coming after him.
Yeah, the first thing I thought of was like, could he just like retract the contract?
No.
Contract's finished now. All right. I don't want it anymore.
It's like Wick.
Yeah.
Oh, it's Wick. They could take that bounty off his head.
Yeah,
But he had
could
to.
just say,
Plead ignorance.
I didn't get the message right. That was a message.
I was out of a reception zone. I didn't get the message.
Yeah,
Sorry.
I was under the sea at the time.
My submarine.
What do you call it? One of the kids in B's class calls it the Marinara Trench. But as well as that, some really exciting news. One that I've been looking out for is that the season 2 of Loki, the release date is October 6th, 2023.
Nice.
I fucking cannot wait, man. 5 months until the shit. Less than 5 months now. It's gonna be so
I'm excited,
good.
man.
Really?
That
I'm more excited.
Yeah.
Secret Invasion or Secret Wars?
Secret Invasion. Whichever one Sam Jackson's.
The guy from the first
Yeah.
one.
Yeah.
Yeah. That shit is hopefully gonna be fire, man. But as well as that, so Battle Angel Alita 2 will only happen if Cameron directs it. So this is coming directly from Bob Iger. He said he won't give the go-ahead unless Cameron is the one to direct this movie. But in classic Cameron fashion, Cameron is already so busy that he ain't gonna direct anything else. So on his plate currently, he's still got to do The Last Train from Hiroshima, which is the next movie that he said he wants to do. But on top of that, he's still got to direct Avatar 3 and 4. So we're looking at what, like 10 years from now, we get to see him direct Battle Angel 2 or something?
Didn't he do 3 already?
I thought he had 2 and 3 in the can.
Yeah, 2
That's what I thought as well.
Yeah.
That's what's coming out next year because of the effects, right? Like that's what it
Yeah.
was.
Yeah.
Like I heard that they were already shooting shit for 4 because the kids were growing up. So they
Because the
had
kids are
to,
growing. Yeah.
yeah,
So what are they talking about? He has to finish it
yeah.
visual effects wise, because that's why they were out in NZ for a year,
Yeah,
so they could
that's why.
use back to back.
That's right.
Unless there
That's
was
why he
some
lives in NZ
reshoots.
now.
No
That's
such
Baby.
thing as
crazy.
reshoots.
But I
No
don't
such thing as reshoots with what's his face with Cameron.
Cameron, I think we need
It's
to
a-
know.
it's done.
But But the world of real says, and this is rumored still, is that Cameron is considering the offer, which is crazy.
I know this is just a knee jerk reaction from Iger because he's seen the turnout numbers for Hypnotic, and it just bombed on impact. that saying. It's not that the movie failed. It's just that saying that just gets me. So of course he's gonna go, well, you can make a winner, James. But I'm pretty sure Cameron's gonna turn around and just say, get off my ass.
Yeah.
Fucking get Rodriguez. He's lined up. So Salazar and fucking everyone else. Just make it happen.
He'd
Yeah.
literally say that to Bob Iger too. He'd probably say something worse.
Get out of my building.
Literally, I built your fucking studio. Get the fuck away from me. Don't ever fucking talk to me again.
Oh, what? We don't make appointments anymore? Get the fuck out of my office.
That's him.
Oh shit.
Cameron is him. Like that's all
Yeah,
it
it's
comes
true.
down to. Cameron is him.
Fucking hell.
Jeez.
After what he did to, not what he did, but after what he said to DiCaprio, the balls on this man is fucking amazing.
Yeah.
Pause.
He's got
Pause.
That's what it is. It's gold.
Yeah, I love it.
I hope Rodriguez gets to do it because
Yeah.
the visuals in Alita work so well.
Exactly.
And it's that influence that he has from comics and shows and whatnot, and Grindhouse and Pulp, all of that mixed in, his love of genre film. That's what you get. Of course, Cameron could put out a product, but like Rodriguez has a flair for this sort of shit. And
Yeah.
for once, he's actually gotten the budget behind him.
Mhm.
I don't understand why they're so like just up in arms about it. Like, just get Rodriguez. Like, Hypnotic did bomb, cool. But Rodriguez isn't a slouch when it comes to this shit. He puts out good content.
It was just a terrible idea for a movie.
Yeah.
That's all that was. You need to
Everyone's
blame
fucking
the person.
got that.
Yeah. And greenlit that. Like whoever did that, sorry. That wasn't it.
Yeah. Hey, they was greenlighting shit that was so terrible back in the day. And everyone's got like some of these movies that are just lined up. Sam Neill was saying that him, Mel Gibson were in this film, and the director said to him, don't worry about that script. By the time we're shooting, it's all gonna get changed. The day before so they fly out to fucking Bangkok or something like that. The day before they're gonna start shooting, it's Philip Noyce, right?
Holy
So the
shit.
day before they go to start shooting, Philip Noyce gets fired by the studio for wanting to change the script. So Gibson and Neil are just stuck in this dog shit movie. And Sam Neill's like, Sam, what was it?
What movie is it?
What did he get? It ended up being called something else, but it started its production as Zed Men. he just said the highlight. He said the highlight of the trip was just Gibson. Like you said, Gibson is just naturally funny. He's a really good friend.
He's Aussie. That's I mean, like when it comes down to it, he's Aussie.
Yeah.
Fucking, I've been hearing the same shit about Harrison Ford as well, that he's just the funniest motherfucker ever on set.
I wouldn't be surprised.
Apparently, Gosling went up to him and was like, "Where do you get your personality from?" And Ford was like, "Sis, they didn't have any on sale, so I just took what they had." He's just off the cuff all the time. Fuck it on. All right. So we finally got a title for Dave Filoni's new Star Wars film, but it's a big maybe as well. Jeff Snyder says that it might be called something completely different, but the title that we've seen so far is Heir to the Empire. So other news on top of this is that Favreau isn't attached so far as just producing at this time. So he won't be involved in anything further other than that.
Heir to the Empire.
Nice little callback. Yeah. So
Okay.
they've been milking Timothy Zahn's nuts and ideas for fucking years, since the prequel
after they-
trilogy.
Canon. And now it's canon? Like, what the hell is
Yeah.
going on here?
Well, it's weird because Lucas considered it canon, right?
Yeah.
For him, yeah. So he built off that for his prequel trilogy.
Yeah.
And those ideas are then sort of like they echo in his movies. Like he's the O that came up with Coruscant.
Mm.
So for like, and it's only when Disney came out and they were like, well, that's going to be the extended canon or whatever shit, extended universe. That's when it started just like, nah, we're not going to be doing that.
Yeah. It's crazy, man. Also, Attack Force Z is the name of that Gibbo and Sam Neill movie.
That's the one.
Yeah, back in 81. So it's about a commanders who try and set up a secret fucking plan to take out the Japanese in World War II.
Yeah.
Also, Yukio is that girl's name, Deadpool 2.
Ah, yes, Yukio.
Yeah.
Also, Echo from the Hawkeye show. Her
Yeah.
spin-off show is dropping November 29th. All episodes.
Yeah.
Wow.
Yeah.
Why are they doing that?
But why?
So with Netflix and whatnot, when they drop a show, it's all episodes, right? The reason why they do
Yeah.
that is because how many episodes that people watch, it's the watch hours. Yeah.
Mm.
So Nielsen brings out their things, and it's like hours for Netflix, and it's huge, and people are applauding and whatnot. It just means
Yeah.
that some people watch 3 episodes, the whole fucking series. Yeah. Disney is struggling currently with this sort of shit. That's why they're dropping that whole season at one time.
Jesus.
Once on Nielsen's
That's
ratings.
wild.
Because supposedly this is whole thing about the board and everything, and there's Tiger and everything right now. It's wild. Supposedly it was a little shifty there. Not Iger, Chapek was a little shifty there, and all that sort of stuff.
Of course, I can understand that.
Yeah. It's big things happening in the background there. It's wild.
That's fucking crazy.
But yeah, I'll be there. I'll give it 3. See what it takes me. Supposedly Daredevil shows up, so I might just watch that episode.
I feel like as soon as they give the audience a whiff of Daredevil's ass, they just crawl straight in. She-Hulk, Daredevil showing up in this one. This is the Daredevil episode. We were like front and center for that episode only, mate.
Fucking badly. I don't have to
Just
wait
give me the
5
Daredevil
episodes.
show. Yeah, mate. Like teasing Kingpin with an eye patch. Oof.
Are you joking or what?
Riveting shit right there.
Fucking hell. Alrighty. So we got some stuff that's looking to start shooting very soon. So we have the 3rd Tron film, which is set to shoot on the 3rd of July. We have the live action How to Train Your Dragon, looking to shoot on June 30th. And as well as that, big surprise for me was that the Pooh, Blood and Honey sequel will begin shooting in the fall.
Yeah.
I didn't ever watch that first one.
Me neither.
Me neither. Nah, I seen it there. I've heard that it's not bad. I don't know. I didn't know I didn't know it got a sequel. Fuck.
Yeah.
Me neither.
Like it was like a sub $100,000 movie.
But it must have done well enough to garner, like, it must have been VOD sales or people streamed it.
Yeah. That's that shit.
Bastards.
But that's
How
why I
many
like
people-
horror as a genre like that. Because it can do that shit.
Yeah.
How many people thought it was an actual Winnie the Pooh live action? And then Pooh just went crazy and started murdering. They thought Piglet was going to save them. Went crazy as well.
That's that series of first season of Chappelle Show that we downloaded that ended up being like Japanese schoolgirls.
Yeah.
That I deleted.
Save to archive. Oh shit.
Move to Rob's protected password folder.
The hidden folder.
How wild was it back in the day when you couldn't have a password? As soon as I knew that you had a password protected thing, be like, what's the password? You're like, I can't give that shit up.
Why?
Yeah.
I know.
Yeah. As soon as you got hit with that why.
Yeah.
Big fuck you, that's why. All right. So we have Jackie Chan, who's in talks for a new Karate Kid movie. They're saying that he's going to come back and reprise his role of Mr. Han from the 2010 Karate Kid. But there's no word of Jaden's. But there's no word of Jaden Smith is coming back for this. And everyone's a little bit confused about how this is going to work, because they did say they are going to do like a rehash of the original Karate Kid, as in a sequel for those ones. But they're saying with this movie that it's not going to include any of those casts from Cobra Kai or from the original Karate Kid. So I don't know how, this is all going to work out. If it is going to be another Jaden Smith sequel, which would be kind of fire if I'm being honest. I actually enjoyed that movie.
Same. And
Kung Fu Kid, though, people. Let's get real.
yeah, I'd like that if they just fucking committed to it and called it Kung Fu Kid. It's disrespectful.
Yeah, it's not karate.
Yeah.
Karate is Japanese. They're doing Kung Fu.
Yeah.
Like, what are we doing? This is a Chinese, fighting style.
It feels like, when someone just broadly says, oh yeah, you're doing your karate over there.
Yeah. Your little karate.
Yeah. Karate moves there, mate. Fuck you, it's Kung Fu.
Wing Chun, motherfucker.
Just quickly, Ghost Rider Spirit of Vengeance, $57 to $75 million budget. They made bang.
Fucking
Fucking
oath.
oath. The critics brought that movie down.
Yeah, but
Yeah.
people went out to watch it, which is
That's right. Yeah.
True. Alrighty. Sorry, dog. You go.
No, I was gonna say I like Jackie Chan in that movie. That
Yeah.
first, Jaden Smith, his story in there, I'll probably get destroyed for this, but I thought his Mr. Han was better dramatically than Mr. Miyagi. Same story. I just thought I like Jackie's interpretation of the car crash and everything. Him rebuilding the cars just to smash it on that day every year.
it's a great car as well as a Volkswagen Scirocco. I love the fact that he was the cause.
Yeah.
He caused that crash, and it was him atoning for that, sort of killing his family. That was what's his face, Pat Morita's Miyagi, who was I think they just got killed in a bombing run or something like that. So he was directly involved with the whole thing. But
Yeah. Still traumatic as shit. Just the personal, he's taking accountability and is just taking it out on himself. Yeah.
Yeah.
It was kind of heart wrenching. You know what I mean?
Yeah. Fucking
Jackie
hell.
killed that as well. As soon as
Yeah.
I saw the things go over his hands, like grinding sticks, and then he like uses them to wipe his tears away, I was like crying.
Yeah. Damn you, Jackie. That's a top 5 Jackie performance.
It is,
Very
actually.
true, yeah. You know what? The Foreigner is a firefucker movie, and that might be in my top 5.
It's not bad, that movie.
Like performance or like just total Jackie movies?
Total Jackie movies.
Wow.
Really?
Wow.
Yeah.
I'm
like,
I'm never sliding it O for their top 5s.
Yeah.
It's just like
I'm never sliding an O for their top 5s. Drag him.
it just ends your conversation.
In session.
The end session for all as well.
Finish.
That's just New World Order.
Taking a break indefinitely.
We have decided.
But like it's not like high in the top 5s. It's probably number 4, but still like Meals on Wheels, Dragons Forever, that shit is up there, and Legend of Drunken Master. That's like my top 3 Jackie movies.
Mm.
Yeah. But The Foreigner, and I don't know what the 5th one would be.
It's Drunken Master 2, Meals on Wheels, Rumble in the Bronx.
Mr. Nice Guy?
Rumble in the Bronx.
Yeah.
Oh, gorgeous.
Armor of God is up there.
Armor of God, because Armor of God 2 comes in after.
Yeah, Project
True.
Condor. Yeah.
Yeah, it gets down.
True. But no, like if it is just like a straight Jaden Smith Jackie Chan sequel, I'm in, man. Because I
They should
want to
just
see like, yeah. Because like obviously at the end of that, Jackie Chan has accepted, Mr. Han has accepted, but I want to see the arc after that.
Yeah.
Well,
Yeah.
if
We'll see.
he's in China, the second one, him and Han is going to have to go to the US. Because in the second one, they go to what's his face, Okinawa.
Yeah.
They do, yeah. Sick.
Or
That'd be
they're
cool,
going to
'cause
do the
he would-
Europe tour.
Yeah, maybe because both of them would be like sort of fish out of.
Yeah.
But it'd be mad because he would be going back sort of older, right? Sort of
Yeah.
growing up in China, American to go back to America. It'd be cool to see the
Yeah.
And unless they do the whole unless
It's
they do
true.
the whole Mr. Han dying thing, and then he like gets another trainer who was Mr. Han's close friend or something, and it's like Sammo Hung or Yun Biao or something. I don't know.
They got to be the rivals. They got to
Yeah,
be the
Jackie-
rival trainer.
man. Yeah, needs to get them.
Yeah.
That'd be the shit.
Maybe Scott
smells like a-
Adkins is the Cobra Kai trainer this time around in
Ooh.
America.
He'd almost be like a really good Karate Kid 3-0.
Yeah, just not so
Terry.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That had an intense look about him, dog. Remember that shot in
All the
Karate Kid
time.
3 where he's behind the wall and he's like
It's Thomas Ian Griffith.
Fucking hell. Dude looked like he was doing his best Eric Roberts impression in that movie. But so moving on, so we had some more titles being removed from Disney Plus. We had a lot of highbrow stuff being taken off as well. So Why the Last Man from Hulu. We also had Dollface, that comedy that was removed as well. Another big one, which had a lot of contention because of its removal, was Willow. So obviously there was a lot of mixed, it was a very mixed bag when it came to this. We weren't big fans of it, and we, voiced our opinion on that too. But a lot of the writing staff as well came out shortly after the news. So John Bickenstaff, what he said was they gave us 6 months, not even. This business has become absolutely cruel. They obviously redacted the amount, but he said to spend on a show and then disappear it 6 months later is just bad business. And apparently with him dropping that tweet, whole bunch of other writers dropped on top of that too and started tweeting their stories about it all.
Yeah, I can understand that from the writers, the WGA strike that's happening right now. You know, they're like striking because of the residuals from the streaming. So if that goes through and Disney doesn't have that show on, they're obviously not going to stream it.
They're not going to get paid.
That's
Yeah.
right.
Does removing does from your streaming service remove the views? Because then the writers get fucked.
Yeah, 100%. But there wouldn't be any new views either.
But those
Not
old
like
views,
yeah, the old views, yeah, but they wouldn't get the new payments because there'd be no new views unless they make it someone else's problem.
these are wild, man.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It sounds like the business model for streaming is fucking crazy.
What I'm sensing from a Disney point of view is what's our bottom 50 shows.
Yeah.
Let's get those off. Because they'd obviously have to pay for the extra bandwidth and whatnot from holding those shows as data. But then getting those out means that they don't have to pay like the little amounts of residuals for every episode.
Yeah, it's true actually.
Which is why this dump of shows is volume. Like even Artemis Fowl.
Yeah.
Like that was $150 million movie. Gone. You know what I mean? They're not trying to milk it.
That's unreal. That was Kenneth Branagh as well.
Yeah.
Fucking hell, that's crazy.
So we were saying before that we reckon they're gonna all stuff into that Disney vault that they have, and then start releasing physical media.
Yeah.
It's into what Iger wants, and then the writers will get paid on the physical media side because that's counted as well. Yeah,
That's right. But that's also capped as per copy sold. It's a lot easier to control. Yeah, because they could only make it a limited amount of discs, and then they're like, sorry, that's it. Because it's not like they're going to get paid on the resale value.
yeah.
But the other option is to then license all these things out to a Netflix or a Stan or Binge or whatever, to then make those residuals the new streamers problem. Which is probably the best outcome for a writer or an actor or a director.
Yeah, very true. It's fucking crazy, man.
That would come with its residuals then. Very good.
Yeah. Definitely, yeah. But moving on to our last piece of news, much more exciting, very cool news. So we know that Tarantino has his 10th film, which is supposedly his last. And some of the content in this movie, it sounds like he's going to remake some of those movies from the 70s. So he approached Paul Schrader, who did Rolling Thunder back in 77. And he said to Paul, like, hey, well, Paul said, Tarantino approached him and said, hey, do you mind if I redo the ending for Rolling Thunder, which was the gunfight in the brothel? And Paul was like, yeah, no worries, do your thing. Like, I would love to see a Tarantino ending for Rolling Thunder. So it sounds like maybe Tarantino's going to show a lot of these films because it's based around the critique of them, and maybe change a few things around, a la like Once Upon a Time in Hollywood and things like that.
Yeah, I'm thinking that's where he kind of gets his revisionist history in.
Yeah.
So Rolling Thunder, I don't know if this is the ending that he's talking about, like the brothel shooting. that happens, but it's the wrap up of the film, and he talks about it in Cinema Speculation,
Mm.
where he says the end of the movie is basically the lead character leaving um, the other lead actress, leaves her at this bus stop, and he drives off because I don't know. I think he's gonna go kill himself, or he's gonna go sort something out, or he just wants to be by himself, whatever.
Yeah.
But he says in the book something about like he could see him turning around and picking her up and not letting her get away.
Mm.
So I wonder if it's sort of, as a critic, sometimes you kind of go into the, it would work better if this happened.
True.
But that's exciting as hell.
Yeah. It's cool. I love seeing Tarantino do the spin on these things. Fucking mad.
Yeah.
Hope that I see another can of dog food get launched into someone's face.
Can't beat that. Absolutely love that scene.
Fuck yeah.
Yeah.
But that's it for all of our news and developments.
Beautiful. That's a wrap on everything news this week. Everyone out there, just remember Sundays for news, Thursdays for reviews. But yeah, check us out on all social media: Instagram, Facebook, TikTok, Twitter, and YouTube. Give us a like, a subscribe. It helps us get into spaces and bring those reviews back to you. And yeah, love yourself, love movies.
Vape more, smoke